Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And today I am here and I've realised I've used some retired product, but I'm going to make this really cute little note card. Now I have heat embossed the sentiment, and what we are using, now I'm making 40 of those. We have the beautiful friendship stamp set. Hey Philomena, thanks for joining. Hey Roz, the beautiful friendship stamp set, along with, good evening Donna, I'm incredibly prepared as you can see, totally covering my face here, as well as the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, which I use for the thanks. Hey Deborah. So I've realized I am using the retired crumb cake note cards and envelopes, but this is actually, so I'll show you the card while I tell you. Hey Margie, good to see you as well. Hey Chris. So this note card is for don't hide. I need to show you both stamps at the same time. This note card, I'm making 40 of them for a gift for a kitchen tea tomorrow that I'm going to. She's got all the thank you cards sorted for the wedding, but she didn't for the kitchen tea. So this is a part of my gift, and I thought I had these note cards. I thought I could use them, and I've also used the stitch nested labels dies, and you get this beautiful stitched detail, and the invitation had this shape in it, so I'm sort of recreating the invitation. The invitation's similar to another stamp set or paper that we had, but I'm just using the beautiful friendships. So I'm making 40 of these. Now, whilst I say the crumb cake note cards and envelopes are retired, we still do have very vanilla and whisper white ones available, but I had 40 of these, so I'm using them. So that is what's going on. I have prepped all of these whisper white pieces. I have everything prepped on the Stamparatus. I have all my ink pads open. I'm not going to make 40 of them with you. I may make 5 or so with you guys, and I don't know that I'm on mute either. I'm on mute now. I'll make 5 or so with you guys, and there's just a tiny bit of heat embossing. So what I am going to do, I've got stuff everywhere because I've been big shotting, and I've got Stamparatus here, like, look, oh god, the Stamparatus. I put the Stamparatus on top of the dies. Top tip, don't put the Stamparatus on top of the dies. It's magnetic. I'll never learn. Never, ever, ever learn. But there's your giggle. I'm putting them back on the sheet so I don't lose them. So these are the stitched nested labels that I've already lovingly cut while watching Wentworth and Divorce. So cranking through while I was going. I've done my arm exercises for the day, which is lots of fun. I don't know if it's fun or not, but anyway. So I will flip us around. I know, I could feel them. I could see what I'd done. So I felt them coming off as I moved the Stamparatus. So yeah, I'll flick us around, turn off the light. We've got a bit of a dreary day here because I know someone will ask somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm moving cords. As always, my cord warfare is sitting there. So yes, we've got a dreary day. So my washing's currently going through the dryer. I've had a friend over for coffee this morning, which was lovely. Cleaned the kitchen and emptied and repacked the dishwasher, and you know, I've done all of those lovely things that you do. rain there, Margie. That's not good. My husband just rang me from Sydney and said, I'm standing... yes, it was the final of Wentworth that I just watched, Emma. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone else. But oh, my God is all I'm going to say. Okay. Yeah, need to bring it down a touch. This isn't working. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Gail. Sorry, just getting myself sorted here. I think we're good. I'm going to turn off my light and I'll come back and make any final little adjustments. Check how we are. Still waiting for my second screen. Oh, I know. Yes, oh my God, indeed, Emma. Okay, good. We are all good. Although I do have a bit of a shadow from that cord that I will... Oh, God, I just moved the screen. I felt it. That should be good. I knocked it with my shoulder. Okay, my cords are now, whoops, out of the way as I fall onto the chair. Thank you. Oh, no. We have had rain this week, which has actually been very nice. So my newly planted plants have had a nice water, which has been fantastic. So, beautiful friendship. Where did I put Good Morning Magnolia? And Good Morning Magnolia. Now, out of Good Morning Magnolia, we're using the thanks on the outside, and I've got the not only for what you do, but for being someone so special, because she's invited only special people to the kitchen tea. Or it's actually a high tea done by her mum, who does my nails, actually. We worked out we've known each other nearly 20 years. It's a bit scary. Hey, Deb. Iowa. I don't know if I knew you were in Iowa, Deb, but nice to see you as normal. So I've just used the sentiments out of the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, and I've used just the images from Beautiful Friendship. So the colours I have used: So Saffron, Blushing Bride. Oh no, this has a few marks on it. Lucky this is my prototype. Blushing Bride, Soft Sea Foam, Petal Pink, and I sort of changed my mind on these two background images, and I'm using Sahara Sand on the crumb cake. Hey, Susan. So yes, as I said, these note cards in the crumb cake colour are discontinued, but I'm using them up because I had 40 of them and I didn't have 40 of the white or the vanilla to use, so that's what I'm doing. Now I will leave the card, it's a bit hard, and I've heat embossed as well. So what I have done, I'll see how that card looks there. Actually, that's not, it's all good. So I've made myself a bit of a jig here. So I used the nested label dies, and I'm missing a die. There's a big one that should go here. That's okay. That might, is it on my Stamparatus as well? No, nothing on my Stamparatus. I'll find it later. It is on my desk. So I used the largest nested label, which belongs right here, to cut the piece of paper. So then what I did is I have cut 40 pieces. So then when we do our stamping, and I will show you now and we shall start, is that you put this baby right in here, and I've used 3 Stamparatus plates, and I have a craft-a-lanch happening out of somewhere that I shouldn't be having a craft-a-lanch. Please bear with me. Okay, so what I have done is I have mounted all my stamps on Stamparatus plates. So what I'm going to do is move this ink pad. So this is as easy as it goes. This is Petal Pink. Sorry, I'm moving these over slightly, otherwise my hand is going to get in them. So Petal Pink, inked, up and over, stamped. Pop it back into place. So all we have to remember is to pop this. Now, it's not so crucial with this. So do that, then we take the plate, get it in the upright position, take the plate out, switch it round, and then I'm going to take Blushing Bride for our small rose. Work that down. Oh, missed a bit. Line it back up. Look, I've missed a total bit, but it actually doesn't matter in the whole look. So now I'm going to take, actually, I'm going to leave this plate in, and I'm going to attach the second plate. So I've got one plate at the top, one plate at the bottom. Sorry, I've got a bit of a ink pad configuration issue here. I'm going to whack this one over here because I don't need it. Line this up in here, make sure everything's in the corner. So I'm going to take this So Saffron and pop, just going to move that magnet a touch, pop that down, ta-da. And then I have the leaves mounted on the back. So you can do this in any order because I've already pre-lined all of this up. Hey Lorraine, thank you so much for joining. Must have caught you on your lunch hour. I am mass producing today. Hey Pamela. Now, I'm not giving away any of these cards. Actually, I might be able to give away, no, because I only have 40. So I may be actually I'll be making an extra piece of this because I've cut out 40. So I will have one card to give away. So you can certainly leave a comment and I will draw out a winner tomorrow morning my time and do that. So my plan for the mass producing is, this doesn't want to go in. Maybe it is in and it just doesn't look in. I'm going to flip it over. Hello, Miss Julie. Thank you for joining. Pick you. It's a random pick, Susan. What I do, I have an app and it's called Tiny Decisions. And what I do with that app is I put everyone's name in it, assign you all a value of 1, and then it randomly picks. So that way I'm not favouring anybody, it just is what it is. So what I'm going to do with the plates this way, I am going to go through and stamp all of, I think I'm just going to stamp 4 more, and then I'm going to flip the plates around and do the other. Just making sure, because I die cut these 2 at a time because they are out of the Whisper White. You can be random. I love it. I can be random too. But I will make an extra card, and I will certainly send it out to someone who my little app randomly picks. It's very cool, that app. Okay, and the leaves. So I'm just doing one of the plate sides at a time. Yeah, hang on. If I put these two up here, 'cause I'm not using them, I really am having issues here, girls. I just haven't quite got enough room on my desk with the laptop sitting beside me, but that's okay. It's all good. We'll get there. It's not as if you can go outside, is it, Lorraine? It's not particularly fantastic weather today. So yes, I'm looking forward to this high tea tomorrow that this lovely young lady who I've known for like way too long. And if it moves, you just keep on popping it back in, because I have pre-lined everything up. I love Stampin' too, especially for this kind of thing, but also with these sentiments. I can't show you because it's on this one. The back of that one is actually stamped, so I could work it out on the wrong side before doing it on the right side, if that makes any sense. So I can go through and do all of this, and then I will do all the sentiments. If you come on the 17th, can you bring the Stampin' Artist? Yes, I can. I most certainly can bring it. I'm just a maybe on the 17th, Lorraine, because I haven't spoken to David yet. We've sort of had one of those weeks in this house. It's been very busy, and yeah, I haven't spoken to him yet, and I think I've got a class the next day, so I'll have to see. I normally am organized, but I'll have to see how organized I am for your little crafty day. So this one makes number 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am making 5. So that is 4. So now what I'm going to do, so I bring the plate up to 90 degrees and I spin it round, and I do the same on this up to 90 degrees, and it releases. And we're actually going to be using 3 of these plates. So when you buy your Stampin' Artist, it comes with 2, but I have bought an extra set of plates, which is good because I'll show you. I have my sentiments sitting ready on another plate. So for a project where you're using a few stamps, this is actually really, really good. Now stay where you are and where you're told. So we want So Saffron now, and we want Petal Pink. So swapping over ink colours. Why, no, I did not get ink everywhere, which is a real surprise for me. Yeah, not a problem at all, Lorraine. Look, I have kids stuff on a Saturday afternoon, but I can come for part of the time or see how it works. Okay, so we have that one nicely in. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put these lovely pieces away. Otherwise, I'm going to get ink and crap all over them. Okay, this one, and then the big one. Oh, I keep on putting my hand in ink pads. Not fun. Big one in Petal Pink. And that is that done. Now, Petal Pink, just in case you know, Petal Pink is slightly orange. It's just what it is. So we've got Blushing Bright and Petal Pink, and you can definitely see the differences in the pink. Whilst this is still a pink, it is on the orange side, and this one is definitely more on the red side and a true pink. That's the only way I can explain it. So, and I am using the Deluxe Matte for the, I've got to check this is Petal Pink, for the Stampin', which has the lines on it. When we do our sentiments, I will be using, I'll take this out and I'll show you the base of the Stampin', because it is slightly different. Hello, Miss Josie Dean. How are you this dreary day, or dreary in my area anyway? Just doing a little bit of mass producing. I've already told the girls I'm making 40 of these little babies, and I'm just doing 5 for you on screen, and then I think I will start watching, for those of you that have Foxtel at home. I've got a little bit hooked on Lambs of God, which is a new series. Blue skies, isn't that lovely? We have had blue skies for a number of weeks, so I'm actually not complaining. I'm just stating that it's dreary. Okay. Yep. Petal Pink. I still find it weird that I know so many people in your town, Josie. Hey Margaret, how are you? Yeah, well, we've had it fairly... So you can see I didn't stamp that very well, but because it's in the same spot, I can bring this straight back down and apply extra pressure. And I don't think I inked that well. Let's just re-ink this and see how we turn out, hey? That is... I did not do a good job there. There we go, much nicer. Now this one will be slightly darker than the rest, but that's okay. And lucky last... Lucky last. Oh, hey Kathy. Oh, you haven't missed too much. A lot of mass producing. I'm making 5 on screen with you girls, and then I'm going to go and do the rest of the 35 that I am making today for tomorrow. Yes, you can call me crazy, because I think I am, but that's okay. This lovely young lady is totally worth it. Click. Yes, that's fine. That will do. Right, so I've done these 5. So what I'm going to do, I need to take off this. Actually, I'm going to take off both of these plates and just pop them on my bin. That's fine. They're on my bin. Now, I put the other plate up here, and they are oh, something just fell on the floor. One of my die cuts. Okay, whew, I'm back. So I am going to, because now I used the Deluxe Matte because I was using photopolymer stamp sets. So I'm going to remove the Deluxe Matte because I'm now using a red rubber set. But our lining up is exactly the same, and you can see we've got the grid on the base here as well. bottom of my Stampin'. This is a bit gritty. And we are changing over inks to Versamark. Now, I'm going to preheat my heat tool here. Just give it a bit of a preheat. Yes, you can buy extra plates for it, Lorraine. And you can buy extra magnets. I'll flick you through the page so you can have a look. You just need to, it's TUS, not TIS. You're actually really close, Josie. I am planning on going to Onstage Lynn. I'm just trying to work out, because I live about an hour away, I'm trying to work out if I'm going to stay down or not. What I need to do, I need to use my embossing buddy here because I am embossing. So I'm using my Versamark ink. Now this thanks comes from the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, and it is a beautiful bold thanks. Okay, give that a push down. So what I am going to do is bring across, this is just a tray that I use, and I have my copper embossing powder. Give it a touch of a tap, and I'm going to grab my little paintbrush, just because I have like a few stray pieces. So that is one done. I'm going to leave that here, pop this back over here, and I'm going to do all 5, and then I am going to emboss, like melt the heat embossing all at once as well. But you just want to get well, I'll be the one in the purple wheelchair, so it won't be hard to miss, Lynn. For mass producing, I like to like batch them and do stamp embossing buddy. I like to stamp so many, then I like to melt so many. So it's not like I could go through and stamp all 40, which would be great. But with the embossing, it's just a touch more difficult. Oh, no strays on that one at all. I'm very carefully going to stack them up. But yeah, finding me, I would love it. And you can even, Lorraine, you can also buy a carry case for it, and my stamp artist will be in the carry case when you see it. I use it when I'm out and about. Embossing buddy. It's the one step I always forget, and I do regret it because I've had my hands all over the cardstock, which means I've left fingerprints. And normally, if I wasn't on screen with you guys, this powder would actually be directly next to me, but alas, it is not today, but that's okay. Right, and the other thing, it does come with a pad of paper if you're stamping off the edge like this on a larger piece, so which is really good. I like the fact that it has that as well. So it's like these grid mats, but it's sized specifically for the stamper artists. Okay. So I can see I'm actually looking to make sure it is stamped fully. I can see in the reflection of my light to see how it's stamping. Now I do like to get majority, if I can, of the powder back in the container, because it does just make clean up that lot easier. Do we think I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew making these? Because there are more steps to come. Thank you, Shelley. Just little note cards, and just reminding you all that this colour and note cards are discontinued, but I happen to have that many in my stash, and we can currently get them in Whisper White and Very Vanilla. Possibly just again and grab that in. There we go. Whoop. That was probably... Perfect. So pop that there. I'm going to flip over the Stamper Artist ready for my card bases. Slide my Stamper Artist to the side and get melting. So shouldn't take long to change, and hopefully you can see the change. I do sort of keep it moving to start off with. There we go. Just the end part. There we go. So that's one. Just move my thumb a touch, then I won't melt my nails. And I just heat it until it's definitely shiny and it's not grainy anymore. So I make sure all the grains of the embossing powder have melted, and especially with this solid stamp you do get a beautiful raised look. Move my thumb, right. Beautiful, and one more. Okay. And that's 5 of them embossed. Oh, did I knock the screen? This is the question. I know I knocked an attachment on it. So what I'm going to do now is bring over a wad of these. Let's see how many I've got. I've got 3, and I just need to grab 2 more if I can. Now I'm going to ask you soon, and I will show you the card. Right, that should be 2, and I'll put 1 back. Right, okay, now, okay, Lynn, thank you so much for watching. Have you seen this tool, Creative Detailer? No, yes, I have seen it very briefly on a Jennifer Maguire video. I generally use a sand eraser, but I think for my hands that kind of tool might be down my alley. Okay, so I now have the Hydrangea stamp, and I have my Sahara Sand ink. So what I am going to do now, I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to go top, and I'm going to go bottom, and I'm not worried that I'm getting it on the back. So then when I pop it on, you've just got that diagonal detail. Hey Kathy, sorry, did I miss you, Kathy? Or did I say hi? Okay, so just going to quickly stamp 5 of these, and then I'm going to do the inside stamping. I love how you get the different gradients in these stamps. So you get the light and the shadow, which is great. 1 and 2. So this part comes together fairly easily and quickly because that is 5 done. So that was nice, quick and simple. Put those back there, gather these together, and then what I'm going to do is do the insides. And then I'll show you once again how you use the Stamparatus to, now I need to very carefully remove this. It's harder to get off the base because it's directly on the magnet rather than getting it off with the deluxe foam mat. So, right, I am actually going to go rogue, and I am not going to use any of the magnets, because touch wood, by just putting it, making sure it's in that corner, we should all be good. So perfect, that is one. It's the way the stamp is manufactured, Lorraine. So it's actually manufactured that way. So like with these flowers, you can see the light and the dark in the flowers. It's exactly the same. It's called a distinctive style of stamp, and we do it in both our red rubber stamps and our photo polymer. It is, it's magic, Josie. It is. It's the magic. It's really the company that has done it and made it super simple for us. And one more. So you can see with the Stamparatus, can someone, Bobby's trying to be really cute. He's not in here, but he's sending me creepy photos on Messenger. that's popping up while I'm doing the video. So you can see there I didn't get the do right the first time, so I went back and stamped it. Now I'm going to take this plate off and just pop it with my pile of plates here. I'm going to grab my bone folder. Now I need to ask you, and you may all think about it and ponder while I'm going. I do have our copper trim. Now I have used the copper trim just under on here. Do you think I should use it on all the cards or not? Hey Miss Kathy, thank you for joining. So, should I use the copper trim or just do without the copper trim is what I want to know. Once I have folded this, I will show you. So what I do, I just use the Stamparatus to butt this right up in the corner, hold it in, and just use my bone folder to get a beautiful square card. So this is what it looks like without, and this is what it looks like with the trim. So with trim or without trim is what I want to know. And I will leave those there for you guys to look at while I do this. Because I do have enough trim to do it. So trim or no trim. You'd leave it. I don't think tying a bow around it, because if I put it, see, the thing is they're slightly different in colour to the actual embossing, so it's more there as a accent, if that makes sense. No trim. Okay. Oh, the card bases, Deb, these are the note cards and envelopes. So I didn't cut them at all. I opened the packet and took them out. But the note cards and envelopes are, yeah, I don't know what size. No trim. Trim or no trim? I need more opinions. Please, girls. Without... Everyone's saying without. Okay. Okay. They are coming out perfect. I just need to be very aware that I have opening pads. I say that and then I drop a card in an opening pad. You girls are very lucky I didn't swear. Oh no, it's on the back. It doesn't matter. It'll be covered by my sticker. Because even though these are a gift, I'm putting my sticker on the back of all of them. Offhand, say no trim. However, it does add a little extra to the sides where there is no stamping on the card bases. See, that's what I thought too. What I might do, now that I've decided just to do that, I may add 2 to this one, and then we can have a true, because it said my video was interrupted. That was really, really weird. I know. I don't know why you lost me, but I'm back. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to use some snail adhesive. Just put strip down here. I must remember to break at 90 degrees, so then the rest of it's sitting there ready. Now, which way am I doing it? I'm doing them this way, right. So just a touch, stick, and I am going to use my big ribbon scissors because they work better. And I can always trim them further later if required. Stick, and I have no glue there, which isn't helpful. And oh, geez Louise. There we go. Once I work out where the glue will be, I don't need to waste all that glue if I decide to go with it. And yes, I'm back. No idea what happened. That's why I always have a second screen up, so I know what's going on. So one at the top and the bottom, and I will use all these sides as well, and there and there. Right, dimensionals away for a sec. It's so good to have a thumbnail back, just saying. I missed not being able to use my thumb so much. Okay, Lorraine, chat soon. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you, even if it's just for a little bit, on the 17th. Okay, so seriously? Right, that's better. Okay, so this is what the trim looks like without all the stamping. I'm in two minds. I don't know whether to trim or no trim myself. I truly don't. But I showed them the photo with the trim, so I feel I should trim, if that makes any sense. Where am I going? I'm going... Sorry, haven't put glue in the right places. It's just as easy to do that. Push it, make sure there's some pressure there. So is anyone crafting this weekend? Have you got any specific plans? I hope to possibly be back on Sunday with a bit of a live video for you. I think I do like it. I'm just going to go through and do them. I think it's just an extra bit of texture, which I like. Okay, now I'm not getting any comments. Have I bored you all to death? Please tell me I haven't. And I think I've gone against everyone's advice too. Oh, you have class. Lovely. Okay, good. I'm glad you like that, Chris. And hello, I don't think I said hello to you earlier. And I am avoiding a lot of wastage by just cutting it straight off the roll. Okay, and I'm keeping the same angle as well. Okay, is that done? And I've got a whole nother new roll of this, so I'm not really using a whole lot as such, so I'm not so worried about running out. But I do love the copper trim. Did you know that you can actually pull apart this copper trim and you can get like an almost fishing wiry look? It's beautiful. I'll show you in a sec. I'll just pull an extra piece off and I'll show you it's actually quite gorgeous. I've had this ever since it came out. I think this is the second or third catalogue that we've had it in, Shelley. We've had it for quite a while. Okay, so I'll cut a piece off here, and you just have to tease it, but you can pull it apart. So you can see there on the back of my hand that if you had a longer length, you can pull it apart and it can become quite a wide, organic sort of style of ribbon. It's pretty. I like it. Okay, we've done those. Pop that trim right over here out of the way. Pop the scissors there. Bring back in these. Pop 4 of these on, and I think I will also, once I've done all the stamping of these, I will do like a single stamp or something on the envelopes as well, so then they look pretty too. I've made quite a mess. I think I need to finally change my backing sheet here. It's rather grotty. I don't know how many weeks I've had it out for, but the time has come to change it over. Right. And I'll show you how I use the sides of these as well. How I use the whole lot of it. Hey Thelma, thank you so much for joining. Thelma, I've got a package here to send you to. Actually, I need to send you a message before I actually send it. Okay, so what I do, I go through and I cut about like every 3 or so. So you can see I just had one side left on here. So One at the top, one at the bottom, and then one on each side. Actually, I might just do 3 for this one, and then I've got one left. So I'll show you again. I just go through and just use my paper snips to just go through and snip, and then you've got extra pieces to use, and you use all of it up, which we love using and getting our money's worth out of our products. Oops, that one wasn't quite stuck down. Okay. And then you can still pull the backing off these pieces all the same. Now I won't be sticking my name sticker on the back of these. That'll sort of be the last thing in my process that I do, and I will be grabbing one of my old kit boxes and popping all these cards in there to present nicely with the envelope. So it comes with the matching envelope, and that'll go in there quite nicely for her, which is great. And as I said, I will be drawing, because I will have an extra front, and I will make a singular normal size card out of it probably. So if you would like to receive that in the mail as a thank you for me, thank you from me to you, the winner is picked at random from people who comment probably in the first 12 hours or so, because I normally draw it the next morning before I share it out on social media. So it's all you girls that are here all the time that I like to say thank you. Hey, oh, you've got home from card class yourself, Leanne. How many cards did you make? Did you learn a new technique or just play with new stamp sets and products? Look at me with all the questions. Okay. And remember, they're handmade, they're not Hallmark. Right. And one more, and then that is everything done, and I'll bring back the things that I've used and just do a quick recap for you. Oops. Okay. And this one here. So the colours that I have used, I've used Crumb Cake, Sahara Sand, Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, Blushing Bride, and So Saffron. I've used Copper Embossing Powder. What else have I used? I have used the Stitched Nested Labels dies for the sentiment on the outside and the inside. I've used the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. I also bought in the beautiful friendship stamp for all of our flowers. I used our Stamparatus, which I won't pull into screen. Yeah, we used our Stamparatus so I could mass produce everything. And yeah, I had a great time with you girls. I had a great time. I'm going to keep making. Oh no, Jenny, that is not good. Oh, it was outpatient, so you had an appointment. Yes, I did put in a pre-order, Shelley, so please keep your eyes out next week. I hope to get my order, and I will definitely do an unboxing of you all, for you all, not of you all. Oh my God, that'd be a bit funny. Yeah, so I will do an unboxing of all the goodies that I purchased from the holiday catalogue pre-order, and you will see projects made with those coming up really soon. Thank you so much, Donna. Your cards sound great, Leanne. That's great. I do have an edge punch that I don't use enough. I know. Being a demonstrator is a great thing, and there is no better time at the moment than to join up because you can pre-order. So if you're not a demonstrator, think about signing up so you can get your holiday catalogue goodies first. Okay. You are a popular little person, Jenny, but look, you're getting there step by step, which is fantastic. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I will keep making these. I'll whack on something to watch, and I will hopefully see you on Sunday, and I'll report on how these went over. Have an amazing couple of days, and I'll see you soon. Bye.